Problem 16. Victor wants to buy 30 fruit trees to plant on some land he just bought. He wants to plant only apple and peach trees. Each apple tree costs $22 and each peach tree costs $28. He has $720 to spend and wants to use it all. Letter A says to write an equation that relates the cost of each tree to the total cash that Victor has to spend. So we need to reread the problem and look at all the money information that they give us. They say that apple trees are $22, peach trees are $28, and he has a total of $720 to spend. So we would start with the $720 and then set that equal to the amount spent on the total trees altogether. So 22 for the apple trees, 28 for the peach trees. Letter B says to write an equation that relates the number of each type of tree to the total trees Victor wants to buy. And so rereading the problem, they give us that he wants to purchase 30 fruit trees, and then there's no other additional information needed next to the variables because the variables by themselves represent how many trees he's planting. So our rule would look like 30 equals A plus P. So that shows that the total trees is equal to 30. Part C, we're supposed to use substitution or elimination to solve the system equations, meaning the two equations that we wrote in Part A and Part B. I'm going to use elimination to solve this system. And the main idea behind elimination is getting one of the variables to be equal opposites of each other. I'm going to multiply the second rule by negative 22, and that will allow the A variables to become equal opposites of each other. I have to make sure and distribute that negative 22 to all parts of the rule. Then I'm going to rewrite the top rule underneath that equation and then add them together. And so when I do that addition, my A variables are going to eliminate because they're equal opposites of each other. When I combine my P's, negative 22 and 28 gives me positive 6P. And then combining negative 660 and positive 720 gives me positive 60 as a result. So now I just have a small equation. So the final step to isolate P would be to divide both sides by 6. And so that gives us a result of P equal to 10. That's only half our solution. We still need to go find out how many apple trees Victor bought. And so we can plug our value of P equals 10 into either one of the rules. I'm going to plug it into the second rule since that's a simpler looking rule. So I'll replace P with 10. And then solving for A gives me A is 20. I would subtract 10 from both sides. So there's our final solution for both our variables. A is 20 and P is 10. So for letter D, where we have to describe what the solution means in terms of the situation, we just have to attach units to our numbers. So I'm going to say that Victor bought 10 peach trees and 20 apple trees.